And what's up, YouTube? We're actually going to start off this episode with actually a, well, follower mod. And this one is Venice the Marked Angel by Skyrim. And if the tattoos look kind of familiar, well, they should because, well, she's actually got a sister that is in the Whiterun's Hall of the Dead. If you would like to get them both, you can pick both of these up at either the Hall of the Dead or at the Temple to Kinnereth. They're like one of each is going to be in there, so you can actually have both of them following you around. She's just your standard voiced follower, but the great thing about this follower is, well, the artwork just like her sister. If you remember, her sister had a bunch of skulls and whatnot. Whereas this one, it is, well, take a look. You'll see a bunch of flowers. You'll see various little things like butterflies and whatnot all throughout her tattoos. I'm pretty sure the reason why it took this particular mod to come out for so long is because it looks like all the tattoos are actually hand done by the mod author. So great work once again on the tattoos. And again, for the follower. She does have her own backstory, so you can actually read her backstory on her page. So if you get a chance to, I suggest checking it out. On top of that, she does does have her own weapons.
I'm right behind you.
Let's give them back to her because I
What do
wanted
you
to
want me
show
to
off
carry?
the actual tattoos and not just, you know, the various odds and ends. So she's got her own bow. She also came with her own with 20 arrows, so we'll just give her, 39 steel arrows. And as you can see, she's wearing her outfit. It is really highly detailed, and I do believe it is actually created by Deserter X. And as for the bow, it looks like it is a version of the Huntsman that the mod author has actually done a paint job on and actually made, kind of like for this character. So, in general, this is actually one of two of a pair of great followers. So, I say go for it, grab them both up, and go adventuring. They actually have polar opposite personalities. One of them likes, death and destruction and murder. The other one, not so much. So, have fun and enjoy this follower. On to our next mod. And our next mod is kind of, well, it's unique. To start off this mod, you go basically to Solitude's docks, where these people are, and you find a note right here, where you just pretty much open it, take it, starts your quest to get the ship called the Scarlet. Alright, now I will just basically hop over there and do the whole death, destruction, mayhem thing so I can get the boat, and then I'll show you what it looks like without anything added to it, and then I'll show you what it looks like after you've added things to it. Well, once you've cleared the place of, well, pirates, the ship becomes yours. Pretty much you can do whatever you want with it. Oh, looks like her gargoyle died. And on top of that, this cave, once you've gotten the ship and everything upgraded or retrofitted or whatever, this cave you can actually use as your own personal wharf or personal dock. And on top of that, as soon as you have everything all, like this has a small thriving community inside of here, you can go from the different shops and actually collect it, like some kind of fee or some kind of I don't know, like rent from them, and it may be a sizable, like, rent. So you can actually do that fairly easily and fairly well. The ship itself has two kinds of canoes on it, as you can see. Well, not really canoes, they're like small ships. One of them will take you to smaller towns. The other set will actually take you to the larger cities that have ports. So you can actually do a lot with this ship, and it is actually fairly sizable. You can even gain your own crew with the ship. Once you get to the captain's wheel, you can actually take the ship towards the other areas. So let's close out of the whole zoom thing. And once, of course, you have the ship, if you come up to this deck, you'll find the captain's wheel, which you can actually take the ship out. But I did say I was going to show you what the ship looks like on the inside. And also, as you can see, you can't really interact with these yet because you can't interact with them inside of a cave. So when I take the ship out, that's when I'll be able to show you things. If this game respawns. There we go. So, heading on in. And once you're inside, you'll notice the first thing that you'll see, it seems the pirates have stripped the ship down and sold all they could. Use the various workbenches to rebuild the ship to your taste. So, as you can see, upper deck workbench, and you have all of this. So, you're going to go through a lot of materials. As you can see, it's a long, long list. And it's not the only workbench that's in this ship either. This is, of course, the main room. As you can tell, you can look up, see the what should be a cave, but because
some wine, please.
You know, it's supposed to be outside, you know, it shows that. It's actually a fairly large room. Well, it's a fairly large area, I should say, not just room. If I can get the little vampire out of my way.
Maybe in a few seasons I could afford such a treasure.
And once you get this room built up as well, this becomes your own private quarters. So you have your own little window, your windows and everything to look out. And of course, a locked door, which a key is right there. This will be the trophy room once you have everything placed inside of it. And you even have your own
look at that
door to the outside. So you got your own balcony in a way. There are also other floors than just this one. This is just the one that I'm actually going to show off to show that you are going to need to do a lot of work on this ship. And when I mean multiple floors, I mean there's the crew quarters, there's the pretty much everything that you need to place in here. And you see there's another workbench here, and there's also this right here, and this one starts the port's quest to rebuild the port itself. There is a crafting station inside the port, and you will be able to do a lot with this. As you can see, there are disable and enable workbenches right here, so you can actually deactivate all the workbenches and reactivate them. That way there you're not having to deal with the workbenches ever. But you can also do this, activate ship travel. And let's put the ship at Solitude. And here we are at Solitude with the Scarlet. For some reason it spawns you outside at the captain's wheel if you use the interactive ability on the inside, but I believe that's just for immersion's sake. I am experiencing a bit of lag, but then again, judging by the fact that I'm currently doing a broken Skyrim gameplay, just ignore it. So I'm going to actually show off what the boat looks like when it's fully furnished. So I shall show you in like a minute or two. Well, for you it'll be like a split second. For me it will probably be agonizing time, a couple hours maybe. Who knows? And once, of course, you have the boat fully furnished, as you see, I actually have people walking around on the deck right now. There are some seats now on the boat. Also, the small rafts or life boats on the sides are now interactable. You'll actually start seeing like chairs and tables and things like this on the deck. There's even a crafting station which was there before. It's like a full-blown crafting station. On the inside, I'm not even going to bother trying to show that because it bottoms out my frame rates. Turns out trying to put everything inside of that place might not be a good idea, so you might want to pick and choose what goes in. Uh, there's also, the crew quarters, again, pick and choose. If you have a lower end computer or a lower end graphics card, or, a broken Skyrim like myself. uh, but in general, this is actually a very
Who's
good
there?
mod, and I highly suggest this one if you're looking for something that's a mobile player home that you can go to the major ports in, or even create your own port and make some gold off off that port. Uh, Now let's go on to our last mod. All right. All right, and the armor mod we have this week is called the brand new glass armor for CBVE and UUMP. This is the HDT armor, and this is by Justice, the same person that did that pretty kick-ass bow mod last week. Came out with an armor mod, which is still pretty kick-ass. This one actually replaces the glass armor and at the crafting stations, so it completely revamps and redoes the models for it. As you can see, it is a pretty skimpy version, just for the chest area and for the stomach and back areas and the upper arms. Other than that, it provides pretty good coverage for the for the legs themselves and the majority of the arms. This does have two variants to it. For the helmet, there is the open variant, which I'm currently wearing, and then there's the closed variant, which you only see the mouth of your character on. There's also the option to download a character that is, I believe, an elf, like some kind of elf character. So keep that in mind when you do get this mod. It is actually pretty well detailed and pretty high quality. If you wish for an even higher quality, like the one I have on right now, then you're going to get the Emilian-Born Book of Secrets, I believe it is, or any of the Emilian-Born armor retextures. So, again, this is another great mod by another great mod author. So, don't forget to show this mod a little love and endorse it if you do download it. Well, this is it for this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and